Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Srila Jaya Jaya Jayom Vishnupad Paramahamsa Parida Jakacharya Astu Tarasata Sishimati Divine Bliss ISKCON Pamacharya Jagadguru Sri Bhakti Vedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai Jayom Vishnupad Paramahamsa Parida Jakacharya Astu Tarasata Sishimati Divine Bliss Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur Prabhupada Ki Jai Ananta Guru Vaishnavanda Ki Jai Namacharya Srila Haridasa Pura Ki Jai Penjo Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadara Srivasari Gaura Bhaktivinoda Ki Jai Shri Shri Radha Krishna Gopal Gopina Shama Radakunda Giri Garavadam Ki Jai Vrindavandam Ki Jai Makturadam Ki Jai Navadip Mayapadam Ki Jai Jagannath Puridam Ki Jai Jamuna Mai Ki Jai, Ganges Mai Ki Jai, Tulasi Devi Ki Jai, Bhakti Devi Ki Jai, Samaveta Bhaktivinoda Ki Jai, Nitai Gauda Premanande, all glories assembled devotees, all glories assembled devotees, all glories assembled devotees, all glory to Shishiguru Shri Gauranga. Among Vishnu, Padya Krishna, Vijay Bhutaleshmati, Vatichita Shana, Mr. Krishna, Parashita. Vigora Karana Shakti Titi Narayanam Namaskritya Aram Chaiva Naruttamam Devim Saraswati Vyasam Tato Jayam Mujidaya Nashtapaisha Badreshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavati Uttama Shloke Bhakti Bhavati Naistiki Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Om Jnana Tingaran Visva Jnanam Jana Shalakaya Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam Jena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamaryam Tadati Svarantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Radhana Shri Guru Vaishnavamscha Shri Rupam Sarvajata Sahagana Raghunatam Vidantam Sajivam Savritam Savadutam Harijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padana Sahagana Radhika Sri Vishakam He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dhira Jagapate Gopisa Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Taptakanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Sasamanaspiti Namami Hari Priya Vanchakalparurasya Kripa Sindhyaye Vasan Patijana Pavanyo Vaishnavayo Namo Namaha Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Sivasadi Gaura Bhakta Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Granted, Srimad Bhagavatam ki, Srila Prabhupada ki Jai. Reading from Srimad Bhagavatam. Canto 2, Chapter 3, Text number 1. Shri Sukha Uvacha Evam etam nigaditam Evam etam nigaditam Krisavan jad bhavan mama Krisavan jad bhavan mama Yirinam jan Vriyamananam Yirinam jan Vriyamananam Manusheshu Manishinam Manusheshu Manishinam Shri Shuka Uvacha Evam etam nigaditam Krisavan jad bhavan mama Yirinam jan vriyamanana Manusheshu manishinam Mataji's Manusheshu Manishina. Sri Sukha Uvacha. Sri Sukadev Goswami said, Evam. So, Etat. All this. Nigaditam. Answered. Pristavan. As you inquired. Yet. What? Bhavan. Your good self. Mama. Unto me. Dhrinam. Of the human being. Yat. One. Mriyama Nana. On the threshold of death. Anusheshu. Amongst the human beings. Anisinam. Of the intelligent men. Translation and purport by Divine Grace A.C. Bhakti Swami Ki. Sri Sukadev Goswami said, Parikshit Maharaj, as you have inquired from me as to the duty of the intelligent man who is on the threshold of death, so I have answered you. Please repeat. Sri Sukadev Goswami said, Maharaj Parikshit, as you have inquired from me as to the duty of the intelligent man who is on the threshold of death, so I have answered you. Purport. In human society all over the world, there are millions and billions of men and women, and almost all of them are less intelligent because they have very little knowledge of the spirit soul. Almost all of them have a wrong conception of life, for they identify themselves with the gross and subtle material bodies, which they are not, in fact. They may be situated in different high and low positions in the estimation of human society, but one should know definitely that unless one inquires about his own self beyond the body and the mind, all his activities in human life are total failures. Therefore, out of thousands and thousands of men, one may inquire about his spirit self and thus consult revealed scriptures like Vedanta Sutras, Bhagavad Gita, and Srimad Bhagavatam. But in spite of reading and hearing such scriptures, unless one is in touch with the realized spiritual master, he cannot actually realize the real nature of self, etc. And out of thousands and hundreds of thousands of men, someone may know what Lord Krishna is in fact. In the Chaitanya Charitamrita, Madhya Lila 21:22 to 123, it is said that Lord Krishna, out of his causeless mercy, prepared the Vedic literatures in the incarnation of Vyasadeva for reading by the intelligent class of men in a human society which is almost totally forgetful of the genuine relation with Krishna. Even such an intelligent class of men may be forgetful in their relation with the Lord. The whole Bhakti Yoga process is therefore a revival of the lost relation. This revival is possible in the human form of life, which is obtained only out of the evolutionary cycle of 8.4 million species of life. The intelligent class of human being must take a serious note of this opportunity. Not all human beings are intelligent, so the importance of human life is not always understood. Therefore, Manisinam, meaning thoughtful, is particularly used here. A Manisinam person, like Maharaj Parikshit, must therefore take to the lotus feet of Lord Krishna and fully engage himself in devotional service, hearing, chanting, etc. of the holy name and pastimes of the Lord, which are all Hari Katamrit. This action is especially recommended when one is preparing for death. That is the end of Srila Prabhupada's purport to text 1, Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 2, Chapter 3, entitled Pure Devotional Service, the Change in Heart. Sri Sukadeva Goswami said, Madhu Parikshit, as you have inquired from me as to the duty of the intelligent man who is on the threshold of death, so I have answered you. The question of an intelligent person like Maharaj Parikshit, an intelligent person, is how to quit the material body. Not everybody asks this question. Of course, we are asking so many questions every day. But the most important question is not asked. Why this question is the most important question, which is not being asked? Because death determines our next destination, where we are going to go next. As the soul continues to change the body, the destination is prepared. So Parikshit Maharaj is considered here as an intelligent person because his question was, what is the duty of a person who is about to die? Maharaj Parikshit is considered here to be intelligent. And his spiritual master is also equally intelligent, who knows the answer to the question. You see, throughout the whole world, people are living their life without preparation for death. Every day, that's what we see. Nobody is prepared. Because we're not thinking about it. Nobody is thinking about death. Because everyone thinks that we're going to live eternally. Eternal life is not in a material world, nor in the temporary material body. Eternal life is in the spiritual world, which everyone is looking for. We want to live eternally, but we cannot live eternally in the material world. This knowledge is not there for all conditioned souls. As Prabhupada said in the report, in human society all over the world, there are millions and billions of men and women. And almost all of them are less intelligent because they have very little knowledge of spirit soul. The most important thing in this body is the spirit soul. It's the most important thing. But that is not given attention. Suppose someone delivered a lump of flesh, just a lump of flesh. What will we do with it? If you deliver a lump of flesh, what will we do with it? Huh? Throw it away. Means it's useless. So what makes the body important? If you deliver a live body, what do we do with it? If you deliver a live body, we care, we maintain. But what are we maintaining? The body, which is a lump of flesh that can be thrown away. That is what we are busy doing. You see all the struggles of living entities in this material world, all the struggle from morning till night. What is it? This body. All our struggles. One is going to school, one is going to work, one is sleeping, one is going to eat. Whatever we do in this world, it is this body. What makes this body important that we work so hard to maintain is forgotten. Nobody cares for it. That is a big problem. And nobody cares. Even proper challenge. Big universities all over the world. There is no one single department which is dedicated to studying the spirit soul. In fact, in some school, religion is not allowed. You don't talk about religion in school. Even here in India, there's some school. You cannot talk about religion. It is not allowed. But it was not the scientists who started school. The school was not started by scientists. The school were missionaries. Gurukul was not by scientists. It's the sages who started the school. But now our schools are in the hands of the scientists. Chris Prabhupada said, our scientists are the modern demons. So it's not a surprise that no religion in school. Religion should not be taught in school. Even to talk about religion, you have to take permission. Other subjects, you don't need the permission. They are already there in the school. But if you want to talk about God, you need to take permission. That is how our society has become so degraded to the point that to talk about the most important thing, nobody has interest. And yesterday we were talking about how to manage our material, our spiritual life, along with our material life. In Brazil, we went to the university, and the topic was the importance of religion in our life. So I was looking at the student and all the teacher, I was looking at them, I was laughing. So I was laughing. He said, why are you laughing? You have to speak something about the subject. I said, I'm laughing because of the subject. And all of you, you are asking the importance of religion in your life, but you didn't ask the importance of geography in your life. And this is not paid for. To study to become a first-class barbarian, you have to pay money for it. But to study to become a first-class pure devotee, you must take permission to do that. Without permission, you are not allowed. If you want to become first-class fool, you are glorified and honored. That is the civilization of today. But Parishit Maharaj is not a foolish person. He is considered here to be an intelligent person. Intelligent persons, what is the duty of intelligent person? An intelligent person is very busy hearing about Krishna. An intelligent person is very busy chanting the glories of Lord Krishna. He's very busy taking part, taking interest in all the wonderful pastimes of Krishna. This is intelligent person. Outside this, it is nothing but expansion of ignorance. We are expanding our ignorance. And that is considered civilization. Yes, it is demonic civilization because nobody is trying to understand who we are. There are many people who also try to understand that we are not the body, but extremely rare to find. Among those who understood we are not the body, among them it is very difficult to understand that we are also not the mind. Most difficult. Yes, I'm not the body, but yeah, the mind. So we are depending on our mind and look very carefully. Every single thing we are doing in this material world are detected by our senses, not in the soul. Is it true? Is it true? Can you mention one activity which is detected by the soul, which we are doing? One activity that we are doing which is detected by the soul. See our problem? When are we going to live life? When are we going to live a life which is detected by the spirit soul? When? So it is not an insult for prophets to say that there are no intelligent people in the material world. Where are intelligent people? People who are detected, everything which we do, all our activities are detected by the senses, not the soul. Is that the intelligence? What is our activities that we are doing today that the soul is detecting to do? What is it? Our eating? Our eating? The senses have been dictating, been telling what to do. See, we are seeing. What do we see? Maya. Yes, it's what we see every day. We don't see the self, we don't see the super soul, but we all see all the external things. All the external things that we see. Nothing outside the body, it's just within the body. All our activities are within the body. Our thinking, feeling, willing, the same in the body. When will the soul, the spirit soul, live a life? Only when we are fortunate to meet a pure devotee of Krishna. Only when we are fortunate to meet a pure devotee, only a pure devotee will now start to detect the activity of the spirit soul. Aham Brahmasmi. This is the beginning of Aham Brahmasmi. I am now doing the activity of the spirit soul, which is Krishna consciousness, constant hearing of Krishna's glories, Krishna's wonderful activities, and chanting those glories, the activity of the soul. It is only at this point that one is considered a human being, Manisina. Only at this point. That is why Sukadev Goswami is glorifying Maharaj Parikshit to be an intelligent person, because it's only him who have asked this question. Even when Parikshit Maharaj was looking for the answer to this question, thousands of sages were all gathered. What were they recommending? All the sages who gathered, what were they recommending? Demigod, all of them, they came down. Oh, Maharaj Parikshit, don't worry, we are going to give you Amrit. What is Amrit? Don't worry, we'll give you immortality. What is immortality? Immortality for this body? This material world? What is that? These are not ordinary people. They are sages who are talking about immortality. Where do we find a self-realized soul who knows in reality and is engaged in activity of Brahma? Where is that person? Where is that person in this world? Among sages. They have no solution to the problems of the world. Forget about the demons. If those who are trying to know does not know anything, forget about the demon, the scientist who does not know anything. They are first-class cheaters, politicians, philosophers, and scientists. According to Prabhupada in Sri Upanishad, they are dangerous people. Very dangerous. And we should be careful with them. We should be careful with the scientists, the politicians, and the philosophers. The philosopher will tell you, you are looking for yourself. You don't know who you are looking for. You are looking for God. You are looking for yourself. You are the God. You don't know? You don't know. The philosophers, that's what they would tell. Politicians, I'm going to give you free education. If you vote me into power, I will give you free education. I will give you a nice road, facilities for sense gratification. Don't worry. Scientists, we are going to take you to the moon very soon. Yes. What you cannot get here, we are taking you there. Don't worry. We are making that arrangement. We'll make you deathless when you go to the moon. Be deathless. Yes. They constantly keep us in anxiety. Scientists. Constantly in anxiety. That is their duty. Samsung X20, Samsung X22, 24, 26, 30, 50, 100. Yes, 20, yes, let me go for 20. Next year, 30, oh yes, 30. What is the function? What is the function of 20, 50, 100? What is the function?
Communication.
Communication. Anything more than that? What else?
Browser.
The same.
Internet.
And then what? What? What is the difference between 30 and 100? What's the difference? The name. Anxiety, so they can think that 100 is better than 30, but it's the same thing. It changes the shape for you. Anxiety. They are in anxiety, and that is what they have. And their duty is to distribute anxiety to others, their followers. They are dangerous. They cannot ask a question about the soul. And the soul that have been changing different bodies, each body will change, is full of the same problems. Each body. Even if one has the body of the Brahma, full of anxiety. Once Lord Brahma saw the sky, like a foam, and he touched it, demon came out, Lord Brahma ran. Is that happiness? Brahma, Atmabu. Demon came from there. Brahma was running. Even Vishnu was calling him, come, I have killed a demon. Brahma didn't listen. He was running. Is that life? That is Brahma. What about those who are less than Brahma? Anxiety, unlimited. That's the material existence. So, an intelligent person is one who is asking about what should one do? What should one do? What should we do? As Papa said, the whole Bhakti Yoga process is therefore a revival of the lost relation. This lost relation, this lost consciousness, this loss of identity, it is revived by re-establishing our relationship with Krishna. And the whole Bhakti Yoga process is therefore a revival of the lost relation. This revival is possible in the human form of life, which is obtained only out of the evolutionary cycle of 8.4 million species of life. But the politicians, the scientists, and the philosophers will not allow us the peace to search for the lost relationship we have with Krishna. The intelligent class of human being will take a serious note of this opportunity. Should take a serious note about this opportunity. What opportunity? To hear Bhagavatam every day. Every day. It is compulsory that we should hear Bhagavatam every day. And we should hear. We should hear. Not sitting, the body should not sit in the class. The mind should sit in the class and hear. That is Bhagavatam. Bhagavatam. We should hear does not mean to sit. The body should sit in the class. The mind should sit in the class and hear. If the man hears, then it is hearing. That is hearing. Parishad Maharaj had Sukadev Goswami what happened? Parikshit Maharaj had Sukadeva Goswami, what happened to him after hearing? Made a confession. You have planted Krishna in my heart. That is hearing. This is Parikshit Maharaj and Sukadeva Goswami. Sukadeva Goswami is a bona fide spiritual master. Parikshit Maharaj, bona fide disciple. A miracle took place. You have planted Krishna in my heart. Therefore, I am fearless. I'm ready for anything. This is hearing. Not keeping the body in the class. And the mind is thinking something else. Not hearing. That is not hearing. One who hears, there will be reaction. Parikshit Maharaj had this reaction. The reaction is Krishna was planted in his heart. And he became fearless. He told his spiritual master, hearing made miracle in my life. What is a miracle? What I couldn't do for a moment, I'm doing it for 7 days. I was not able to control my taste. Just for a moment, I committed an offense. I'm sitting here for 7 days, I'm not feeling tasty. It's a miracle. This is hearing. Hearing put an end to all material miseries. It is hearing. It's not just a show. It's a reality. That is hearing. I'm sitting here for 7 days. I'm not feeling thirsty. I'm not feeling sleepy. I'm not feeling hungry. You know, because he was afraid of death, that is making him to, when one is afraid of something, he will lose appetite for many things. Parikshit is not because of that. It is because I'm drinking nectar. And because of what I'm drinking, I have forgotten all external tastes. No more taste for anything else. This is drinking, this is hearing. Hearing should take us to the point that we lost taste for everything mundane. Our Krishna consciousness become meaningful, realistic, a reality, a substance, something we can identify with, tangible substance we can identify. We can feel it, we can touch it. This is hearing. And Parikshit Maharaj did. So he called here is described here as intelligent. A Manishinam person like Maharaj Parikshit. Manishinam. Parikshit is hearing. And there's a result of his hearing. Become completely free from all material sufferings. Because he's now promoted, be situated in the spiritual atmosphere, spiritual life, spiritual consciousness, Krishna consciousness. So he was completely carefree. He's absorbed in drinking the nectar of Krishna Katamrit. Prabhupada used the word here. Krishna Katamrit. Yes. Which are all Hari Katamrit. This action is especially recommended when one is preparing for death. Any comments? Questions? Yes, Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
I said that an intelligent person should only hear and chant the glories of Lord Krishna, and even classical scientists and philosophers, they are healers and something like this. So, in the family life.
Satya.
Huh?
Satyara.
Satya. Pure.
Yes, yeah, Priya.
Pure.
Yeah, Priya.
So he also want to be devotional life. So how could you understand this? Even Brahma himself is intelligent person, but he is engaging in that.
Yes, very good. Very good. Brahma is a Prajapati. He's a householder. His duty is to procreate, to expand. So, he did that. Priya Bhakta is to get married, although he was a sannyasi. He asked him to get married. He did, to populate. That is necessary for that time. At that time, not now. That time it was necessary. Now, we have made it so. That time, he will not give this instruction. This time, he will give different instruction. Because it's according to place, time, and circumstances. That is how our preaching goes. Place, time, and circumstances also means speculation. That is speculation. It's not fixed. It's not consistent. It can change when there is a need to change. Speculation is the meaning. And yes, he got angry with the Chatushan. He asked them to procreate. They said, need to procreate. They said, no, I don't want to do. He was angry. But that is part of his creation also. That is his work. Now, he needed Rudra. And how would they come? How would they come? It's through the anger. So it is part of his work. It's not a fault in him, part of his duty to do that. So the 11 Rudra came out from his forehead. And they were all separately engaged in material transactions to support his duty. So that is his duty. He's doing. Make sense? All right.
And one more thing Maharaj said, one should, fortunate soul should get association of pure devotee.
Yes.
Maharaj, in our society we see that we consider, we are unified, we consider that one who is giving good lecture, we consider him a pure devotee, who is attending every day Mangala Arati is considered a pure devotee, who is making austerity, we consider a pure devotee. So, what is how a unified should understand who is a pure devotee? What is the parameter to understand a pure devotee?
Very good. Very good. Pure devotee. Is not common. Pure devotee is not common, it's not cheap.
So, if by chance or somehow that you get to know that, by seeing his personal life, he's not the same what I think. And he was so absorbed in him, and if we didn't get to know, this person is not really good, but he is not allowed, he is not come out from that situation. It's very difficult for, like torture for him.
That's foolishness. That is foolishness. We know what is bona fide, something which is bona fide, which is absolute, must be consistent. Anything which is not consistent is not bona fide, is not absolute. Pure. So if you want to know a pure devotee, check what he was doing before his lecture. What was he doing before the lecture? What will he do after the lecture? Is check and see if they are consistent. It's pure devotee. If they are different, not a pure devotee. We shouldn't forget that we are using our material abilities. Our material ability is not pure devotion. Our material ability, they are different from being a pure devotee. Yeah? A devotee is speaking nice philosophy. But does he practice it? Does he practice what he's speaking? He's speaking for the audience, but he doesn't preach, he doesn't practice it. How is that pure devotee? To read something and repeat it is not a problem. That is not a problem. To realize it and live that is a problem. And that is not easy. It is very rare. So check our activities before we speak our philosophy. Check our activities after we speak our philosophy and see if they are consistent. If they are not pure devotee. Simple problem. The problem is, one time a devotee was telling me, oh, this devotee is so pure. How can he do like this? And I said, have you checked what the person has been doing all along? No. What the person has been doing all along before this time? No. You only see. You only see. A pure devotee's private life and public life is the same. It does not have double life, it's one life. Public life is the same, private life is the same. Not different, that's a pure devotee. Consistent. So we should not just check outside. So I put on my dress. Will you know what is inside my body? Will you know my body is full of scars? Will you know? I covered it with nice shirt and I show my teeth to you. Does that mean I'm a happy person? No. Check if the heart is happy. Not this one. This one, anyone can do that. Plastic, that is cosmetic smile. Plastic smile. Not Bhakti. Bhakti is different. If you want to know Bhakti, check if it is consistent. Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai, Srimad Prabhupada ki jai, Nitai Gauda Premanandi.